By the time January 2027 arrives, Atiku Abubakar will be 80 years old. Hmm. Hey, I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know until I checked online during my small research. Atiku turning 80 and still wanting to become Nigeria's president needs to be studied, most especially his hundreds of consecutive failures during elections. His 80 years of age is already showing you and I what we really ought to know as the election is very, very close. And the interesting part is that Atiku's chase for the presidential seat started in 1993, I mean for 33 long years. He will conduct different style of election campaigns. He will switch parties after parties because those ones they did not favor him. He will do some coalition building with some parties and it will be a waste of his time. And at the end of everything, he will receive heartbreak after heartbreak. From my small but accurate calculator, he has run for the presidential seat for 7 times and he has unfortunately lost every single one of them. He has lost them all. Now that we all know that he has dumped PDP, which is People's Democratic Party, for African Democratic Congress, Atiku is furiously determined with fire in his eyes to get it right and get it done once and for all. And if you ask a Nigerian on how they feel about Atiku coming back again, they will be like, him again? Like him again? Is he not tired? He has the mind to come again after series of failures. But 2027 is different for Atiku because he came live on television in April 2026 and said that this will be his last outing. This is the last one, and after that, he is going to rest. Atiku has every duty to become what he wants to become in life. He's a businessman, a billionaire, and a well-rounded politician. He was even the vice president to Olu Obasanjo back then. He has everything, but he needs just that one thing so that he can add it to his CV, which is to become the president of Nigeria. Period. 3 years ago, which is 2023, Atiku had nearly 6.98 million votes, and this shows that he is a legit proof that he has no limitation. And the funny part of everything is that Tinubu himself had crossed the line with just 8.79 million. The gap from 6.98 million and 8.79 million is not that much, and I punched my calculator, which I like to say in this video, my small calculator, and it came out 1.81 million, and it is not bad. It is not bad. But sadly, it was another campaign and another defeat for Atiku. If you also on your internet and you will be seeing and be hearing some Atiku supporters, they are saying things that are marveling and at the same time they are kind of right. Some of them are even arguing that a united opposition during the 2023 election could have easily defeated Tinubu. Some people from the opposition side laughed and some of them said, well, it is true. If it was only Tinubu and Atiku had the chance to win. If it was Peter Obi and Tinubu, Peter Obi would have won. The voters during election was scattered across 3 major candidates, which handed Tinubu the victory without him truly dominating the election. So entering 2027, the entire opposition logic rested on one idea: don't repeat 2023. Either you unite or you lose. But the unity does not look like it wants to happen that way. It does not look that way because Tinubu is in APC, Peter Obi is in NDC, and Atiku is in ADC. I don't think that unity everyone is looking for will happen. When Atiku, Peter Obi, Rauf Aregbesola, Nasir El-Rufai, David Mark, and Rotimi Amechi stood together at the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua Center in July 2025 and declared war on APC, that was poof, Like, that was everywhere. Because such old enemies shaking hands and talking about taking Tinubu down was something else for me in particular. That was something else. Rivals decided to drop their pride in the dustbin and work together. I viewed ADC as the political pillar that was meant to carry Nigeria far, far, far away from APC. For such a brief moment, it was looking like the opposition politicians had finally grown up. But we all know this. Politicians will always be politicians, no matter the stories that are shown online. By April 2026, the opposition figures gathered in Ibadan and pledged to appoint someone that will represent a single presidential candidate. But the following month, which is May 2026, Peter Obi and Kwankwaso walked out of the ADC party. Yes, they walked out, and rumors were spreading like endless court cases, internal battles, division, and the list goes on and on. Both of them left that party to join Nigeria Democratic Congress, aka NDC. Behind the scenes, Peter Obi's representatives accused Atiku of treating the coalition as his personal property. Note, this is allegedly, like, it is allegedly. And his representatives also alleged that ADC was Atiku's party and nobody would tell him anything. Atiku's allies denied it, but the damage was too severe to patch up. Now we have Atiku in ADC, Peter Obi in NDC, and I even forgot to mention Goodluck Jonathan, who is in PDP and he wants to rule Nigeria again. Okay, Nigeria's story plot will be very long. And Tinubu himself is watching from Aso Rock as his opponents are not truly coordinated, which will give him the idea that he has a big fat chance of winning next year's election. Tinubu won in 2023 with roughly 35% of votes, while combined opposition captured around 60%. A unified challenging party in 2027 would, mathematically speaking, if I may say so myself, would be a nightmare for Tinubu and for APC. This is my mathematics, and this is based on my mathematics. For everyone that is watching this video, writing Atiku off entirely would be a big and solid mistake, because Nigeria politics comes in different shapes and in different forms. His network is genuinely something else, and this video cannot cover it all. He has deep and solid roots in the northeast and part of the northwest, which no other candidate can replicate. He's critic of the Tinubu administration, where the ordinary Nigerians have been reduced to poverty, while those in power are living lavishly and spending anyhow they like. His sentiment resonates with many Nigerians, including me. Actually, I understand what he's saying. And if you look at Tinubu's case, he came in power in the sense that fuel subsidy removal will help the country. But his fuel subsidy has done nothing good for the country. Absolutely nothing good. Like, nothing to write home about. The naira has been devalued. The petrol prices has gone through the roof. If the opposition like Atiku can translate that pain into organized votes that can take down Tinubu, then it is a powerful and a solid weapon. But that translation window for Atiku is closing very fast. If Atiku is serious about this last chance he is talking about, he needs to do something that he has never done before, which is to put Nigeria first, above himself and above any other thing he has done in life. And history itself remembers men who built something greater for the people rather than for themselves. People like Olu Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, Yar'Adua will all be remembered for a long time because they had to put Nigeria first before themselves. There is a moment in every long journey when the traveler must decide, do I keep going or do I accept where I am? Atiku Abubakar has been on this road for over 30 years. Most men would have quit after third loss, but Atiku kept going and going and going. That says something about believing in yourself, and he believes in himself and he believes in Nigeria. But 2027 is not just another election, it is the last one he will fight, and he said so himself. It changes everything, like the pressure, the calculation, and the meaning of every move between now and January 16th, 2027. The question is not whether Atiku wants to be the president, which all of us we know he wants to become president. We know that. The question is whether at this final hour he is willing to do what it takes, like what it actually takes, not just what feels comfortable and personally satisfying. He has to do what it takes to make it happen. Because if he loses this 2027 election and Tinubu wins it, Atiku has not just lost another election, he has lost his last chance he promised to himself that he would win. That is a significant weight that no retirement can lift, and it can't be forgotten. Period. Like, it can't be forgotten.
The stakes are higher because I believe that will be my last outing. And
so that's incontrovertibly
that's incontrovertible.
fact.
That
Okay.
is.
Right. So beyond the fact that you have said conclusively that that'll be your last outing, why should Nigerians take that gamble on you now? Why should they believe that you represent the future and not the past?
I represent both the past and the future. Simply because we have seen various levels of leadership in the country, both young and old, and we're experiencing them. And I still believe that our expectations of the young leadership is below what we thought. And we believe, I personally believe, they require experience and they require tutelage from the older generation.